XP, plated in gold. And here, if we see it in Rome, think OM has to...
Fifth minute rotation if ever the gold laners will still be sticking in their lane and then both teams just go for a gank to finally break that first turret, or if by turtle 2, turtle 3 both gold laners switch up and how that might force the rotations of the other team. Leading up to that though, yeah, how Perks and Renegade will pressure or take care of the jungle.
I think it's all about the early game pressure. I agree with you. We're throwing over to the casters to bring us game 1 in this best of 3. It's Jose and Jose calling the action.
Retribution Rumble starts out strong with familiar players facing each other this time as opponents. Welcome to the English Desk. My name is Ingan. Together with me is Naisu. And we can already hear the jam-packed crowd here in Greensun Hotel for the final day of the regular season because it's Blacklist versus Aurora.
You saw the face-off. I know for our international viewers, you might not have known what they all said. I know some of the great viewers out there try to translate too for the viewers, but I'll tell you what, man. RORA is locked and loaded and ready to go. I feel like they want to, of course, continue to make a statement throughout this. And also with Renegade on the show here, they're going to have to contain this man, the Hitman, for a reason.
Yeah.
That's where he got that moniker especially, but we'll see how this plays out. Take a look at the emblems, though.
Yeah, and speaking of Renegade, I remember Cho was one of the flavors of the day yesterday, especially in the hands of Ryota. It was used to break the streak, a reverse sweep for Omega, and this time in the hands of the Hitman, as well as MP the King rocking the Hayabusa. One of those junglers who can easily snowball at any given moment. So with Blacklist lineup, you can assure that MP the King can be aggressive, especially since they also have perks on the Gatotkacha and Lord JM with the Arlot. But then again, Aurora, the last time that these two have met, Aurora was able to sweep them. But again, this is a different kind of Blacklist. It's a decoded Blacklist with a different kind of lineup. And after 8 weeks, this is the first time that Oheb will face off against his former teammate, Edward.
You know, part of this too, going against former teammates and everything else, I mean, we've seen so much of this up to this point in just Season 14 in general. The panel talked about it, you know, the post that you guys probably saw online too, going around here between these two teams and the players, of course, too, with everything that fell into place. But the main thing is Blacklist International. Oh, hold on, Hachi? Okay, he's going to take a good amount of damage. Thing is Blacklist International being how they got hold on, Hachi? Okay, he's going to take a good amount of damage. Has the level 4 available, Lord JM. Getting level 4 too, so just some poking back and forth. And look where Renegade is. Putting the pressure here too. The turtle's going to start up, so Renegade enough to force MP back. The fight for the turtle going to break out. Edward goes in. Demon Kai will secure the turtle. Now Lord JM trying to run, trying to bob and weave out of here, but won't be able to get away as Yue picks up the kill. And now Haji trying to find a kill for himself, but Renegade goes down. The trade's already happened to Perks. Joining the fight alongside now Haji. Waiting for Demon Kai to get here, all for this purple buff to take away. So they're going to work on it slowly. Perks, Haji, trying to delay it, but at what cost now? So RORA gets a whole lot out of the exchange.
And we've been saying this, Renegade the Hitman is the frontliner for Aurora, leading the rotation with his nuisance in the jungle.
Look at the
prevented MP, but look at the prediction, 79% are on the side of Aurora. And you know, if Aurora wins, it could easily change again the brackets of our standings currently right now. But again, heads up play from Renegade. A good delay onto MP the King. MP the King then wasn't able to contest for the turtle. At the same time, they weren't able to get the purple buff of MP the King. And the best part was, Aurora got the turtle, and they also got the Lord JM.
There's the kick once again. Way the dragon coming out. Perks taken out of the picture really quickly, and Edward will jump in as well. Raging Sandstorm. Haji takes that for himself. But man, once again, there's a reason why anytime Renegade picks up the Cho, a lot of people love to just watch him and see what he does.
Yeah, you know, I'm sorry I have to say this, but baka Renegade to. Yeah. Maybe it's Renegade.
Maybe it's Renegade.
The signature Cho of Renegade once again being picked up here, and Aurora really utilizing their early game power spike. Again, they have the Khalid that could be a menace.
Look at him.
First 5 minutes, and look at just Renegade.
Just look at him. Okay. He's just going to stay there, poke a little bit, and he's fine. You know what? That's all he has to do. That's all you have to do to be an effective Cho for a lot, especially in the early game when, you know, you kind of got to rely on positioning even and being protected as a gold laner. But even as a jungle, MP the King has not been having a good time. Renegade uses the way of the dragon, not the way you want to go. There's the final slash in response, plus the jump on in. Domeng joining the fight. They get frozen down too, but they're going to fight it on out as they force him back. Lord JM trying to run. Domeng goes back in. Now Perks taking the brunt of the damage. Can Ohab help him? Ohab, the spear's going to miss though. Point blank. Good thing Ohab was there, but he didn't even need to help them further.
Okay, Blacklist was able to finally win a clash. They got to Edward and Yue in exchange for, I believe it was Haji. And that was a good catch coming in from Lord JM. Final slash connecting onto 3. Luckily, Renegade's Way of the Dragon was off angle as well. That's why Blacklist was able to turn things around. But again, Renegade just really giving MP the King a hard time, zoning him out while Aurora works on the turtle.
You know, I love to see it, man. Cho just being a nuisance enough to these assassin junglers, and that's all you got to do. Now the objective taken up for Aurora, once again, to build up on the lead that they have here. And that's really where you got to pay attention. You got to look at things falling into place for Aurora. And if you're Blacklist International, you're looking at what they can do to answer back. Again, at this point of the game, nothing's out of hand, right? They actually have a lot of potential to turn these fights on their head. It's more so that MP the King hasn't been able to get that, you know, that snowball momentum we always see from Hayabusas early on. He has gotten a couple kills, but he's been constantly focused out, especially from Renegade here. And now they're going to force a fight again. Oheb could be in trouble. Fires back. Defensive Edward trying to get back with Raging Sandstorm, but Oheb will pick up a kill.
Onto his former teammate, Edward. And a heads-up play from Perks to protect Oheb as well. Popping his Revitalize, making sure that he's not going to get bursted down as Demon Kite works for a trade onto the bottom lane. But a 1v1 between Lord Jame and Demon Kite, though. Okay, so that was a kill onto Edward. In exchange, Aurora got a third down bottom, but this is the thing. You've been saying Renegade has been a nuisance in the Blacklist's jungle. Yeah. But even onto the middle lane, he's trying to zone out every single member. And if we're going to go back to the keys of the victory, one of the main things that they have to think about is whoever controls the mid controls the game. And so far, it looks like Aurora still is controlling the mid lane.
They're going to, and you can see this happening here. Like, they're getting all the turrets that they need to. They're pushing these in. They're getting the space to work around, and, you know, they still have... Oh, hold on. Or JM gonna get kicked once again with the Way of the Dragon from Renegade. They get frozen down. There's the answer back, though. Renegade won't be able to escape the crossbow of Tang coming out from Oheb, but now Oheb could be in trouble in response, but Perks still working on it, still fighting for it. Oheb doesn't want to press the situation further after losing 2 members, the 2-for-1 trade.
Okay, that was a good call for Domeng to just wait a minute. I'll enter after almost all the ultimates from Blacklist have been expended. He waited for the crossbow of Tank to be used up, and then he entered in. That's why they were able to take down 2. And again, Demon Kite dominating the neutral objectives. All 3 turtles will fall to the side of Aurora, but for Blacklist, it's still, you can still come around again. It's a 4.3k gold lead. At the same time, Oheb hasn't been shut down. Looking at the KDA, it's a 2-0-0 with this 1-1. And if they continue to just build up Oheb, wait for his items, wait for his power spike, one single catch from either Lord JM or Perks can do the job and wipe out Aurora.
Not only that, but also here, Ingon, is the fact that, you know, once Oheb scales up on the 1-1, gets online per se, like you said, a final slash can set things up. Even with Haji, a lot of times he was taking, you know, UA's Frigid Glacier, and that's enough to slow things down and hopefully capitalize on it. But as the game continues to build up for Aurora, you're looking at, you know, a comfortable lead at this point into the First Lord. This is where it's either like make it or break it with the lineup that they have. Blacklist might actually contest the First Lord as they still have a minute to go, but if they get, let's say, wiped out, I'm worried for Blacklist in game 1 here.
Yeah, a lot of pressure, especially for MP the King, again, to prove himself that he's the new king for the side of Blacklist. Hasn't had a chance to get any kind of neutral objectives. And in terms of trade, Blacklist still lacks the trades that they can do against Aurora. That's why Aurora has a 5k gold lead. Just look at Renegade.
He's inspired me to play Cho this season, this new season.
Honestly, we were talking about me Midnight Rockhard. You were talking about playing the show, especially because of the performance of Ryota, but Renegade.
Oh, he's going to get final slash, and he's still going to be able to escape, but there's the shadow kill. Renegade trying to run away, and he'll do it. The rest of the team now joining the fight. Spear Destruction there as well. But they just disengaged. They don't have to pull the trigger on it. And man, look at everything that Renegade just took from the team of Blacklist International.
That's 3 ultimates. Wiggy Shadow Kill, the IMU coming in from Haji, and Lord JM's Final Slash. That was a good catch though.
Yeah.
But again, the problem is, do you have enough damage to burst down at Show? Again, this is a kind of a roamer that's agile, not that tanky. And at this point, you can't even burst him down. That's a huge problem that Blacklist has to overcome, especially coming into this first Lord, as Aurora tries to burst down the Lord.
Well, let's see what they do. Once again, initiating the fight. Perks takes the brunt of the damage on the front side. They're going to force him back a little bit here. So we get a reset from the Lord. Renegade was trying to find that way of the Dragon again. Doesn't get it. Good pickup here to deal with some of that sustainability. Sea of Halbert now on Oheb.
Okay, so Blacklist was able to prevent Aurora from bursting down the Lord and getting it for free at the very least. So right now it's an opportunity for them to reset, work on their minion waves, and looking at the item, Doming dominating the gold lead with almost a more than 1k gold lead, already has the Trinity build. So right now in terms of damage capabilities, Doming can really just burst down anyone, even Perks especially with the DHS. So right now Blacklist needs to worry about the split push capabilities of Doming. You know, the next standard. Because again, this is a Moscow that can join the frame any given moment.
Once again, Perks unbreakable, going for the taunt on Renegade. Renegade takes a couple shots, and you can see how kind of hesitant they are to actually commit to this Lord. So even with a lead that RORA has, if they don't find that opening, that window that they're looking for, again, Renegade expended the flicker, then they're not going to take it, even with a lead like that.
I also love the fact that since Blacklist doesn't have their own recall, they're just getting TOV. They're using TOV. Oh, a slash!
Oh, the slash going to be used. Oh, he's in trouble. Edward goes down, tries to get away with the Raging Sandstorm, but won't be enough. But look at the push happening here. Doming, you're going to have to deal with this as he's pushing down the bottom side. So even the pickup, still no commitment. Blacklist International not taking this Lord just yet.
Yeah, this is what separates a Doming from most pro players. Again, his ability to focus on the macro instead of just utilizing his micro skills. Again, micro skills, it's unquestioned. He's really good at it. But right now, he's just showing how good his game knowledge is, working on the bottom lane, forcing MP the King to react. So even if Blacklist was able to get a pick off, they couldn't get the Lord because, again, they were outnumbered because MP the King, the Retribution holder, is down bottom. And again, if Doming decides to join the frame, if the Spear of Destruction hits, it's gonna be a 5-1-4 in favor for Aurora. So right now, as Blacklist manages the minion waves, a good catch from Lord JM or Perks can do the job, or a counter attack coming in from Haji if ever, since he has the Frigid Glacier. So right now, Aurora trying to survey the scene. Here comes Renegade with a Conceal.
Once again, Conceal going to be used. Perks stay in the front. Renegade could be in trouble this time around. Demon Kite will be able to get the Lord and cap on it. There's the Raging Sandstorm. Edward being able to find 3. They break out in the fight as Perks going to fall first. Still going down for it. He's got the passive. Demon Kite could be in trouble. Winner's Crown already going to be used. Goes in, gets a triple. And Oheb, the one in trouble now as Doming going to chase him down. Oheb able to escape. And man, what a move from Demon Kite.
Demon Kite and Edward started things off with a Raging Sandstorm Flicker combination to set up 3. Then the moment you thought Demon Kite was going down, a Winter Crown play plus an enhanced chains to connect. That's why they're on the push into the middle lane.
Oheb and Perks, they got to clear out the wave. Demon Kite going to be working on Oheb, but now the base is susceptible and they'll take it in. 9k lead as RORA comes out with game 1.
And in that moment,